he's at the point in his life where he's lost, you know, the love of his life, and he wouldn't care if he died in the ring. Lots of blokes, I'm sure, will relate to it, because lots of fellas, myself included, aren't good at talking about their problems, and a lot of the time you just want to take it out physically. And if he gets cleaned up on the way, he doesn't care. We did it all out in Blacktown in the Octagon, which is what we filmed in, and we probably spent about 12 hours choreographing the fight, and then running it, finding out how to throw punches and take punches and do a lot of the moves that the MMA fighters do. Actually, stepping into the ring was a bit of a buzz, because we had a whole heap of sort of extras coming for that day that filled up there's a whole sort of grandstand. So it was as real as you could get that way, like you know, fighting in front of an audience. It was good. It actually gave us someone to perform for, and you know, they really enjoyed the whole day. They got some really good crowd shots, and they were just enjoying watching us do all the stuff that we'd practiced. You would have seen the beach scene where I'm training with Elijah, who's played by Jay Lagaya, and Jay actually, just because he's done so many stunts in all the film work he's done, and he's a martial artist himself, so he was showing me how to throw punches, and we just worked out a routine to do it on the beach, which was really fun, because it's a pretty big fella, Jay. He's got a lot of rugby genetics in his family, so it was hard to try and knock him off the pad, but it was good fun. By the end of the scene, it was all real sweat, I can guarantee you.
Now listen, I know more about this business than you do.
Sally, I'm telling you, I'm not backing out.
It's not hard to research the fighting, because there's so much UFC and MMA stuff on, even on free-to-air TV, which I personally find a bit gruesome to watch compared to boxing or something. But yeah, you can't chip those blokes. They're having heart and an amazing amount of skill. And in fact, I grew up in a place called Dubbo in central New South Wales, and there's a fella from Dubbo at the moment called Kyle Noak, who's doing really well over in the States as a UFC fighter. And I got on YouTube and found as much stuff I could of him, because he's a local boy, and he's the type of fighter I'd like to watch. He's modest, and he just gets in and does the job. And yeah, it was just watching him and watching the stuff that he'd done. Obviously, I'm nowhere near anything like him, but yeah, it was good. It was good. It made me look that kind of stuff up. Now I'm gonna follow his career as well. He's doing well. I personally would not ever consider hopping into the Octagon, because I don't know how to say it. Those blokes they're just mad. They've just got a lot of heart, probably more than I've got. I think to get in against some of the fighters they go up against, knowing what they've done in previous fights, and I think it's the ultimate sport for having to back up what you say, because you get plenty of people in football or all these other contact sports that talk big and go onto the field and don't deliver. But in boxing or in this MMA fighting, you once you step in, you've got to back it up. And I don't think I'd talk myself up, but I definitely don't think I could. I don't think I could keep up. I think I'd be down pretty quickly. In terms of getting injuries and bruises, on the day I got a heap, because I wanted to do the whole thing myself, and I think I got here at 5 a.m. in the morning, and we shot through to 7:30 that night, and I spent most of the time in the ring. And I ended up, we've got photos in the makeup department, because they had to match them all every time I had my shirt off for the next 2 weeks, and I had cuts and mainly just big grazes all over my back from being thrown into the mesh, and it was good. It was just like having a game of footy or going to footy training. So I was glad that I got to do everything, and it was probably one of the best days of my life. Actually, it was just good fun. But the audience will see when I walked out, because I'm keeping Charlie a big part of everything I do. I actually look up and say a little something to her before I get in the ring, and yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it when I'm walking out, that I say something to Charlie, just to make sure she's watching, so I can impress her. I hope you love the fight stuff, and I hope you're still enjoying Braxton and the River Boys. There's some cool stuff I just found out about half an hour ago that the Braxton boys are about to get involved in. So there's some wicked stuff coming up, and stuff that hasn't been done on the show yet. We heard has not been done on the show yet. So Yeah, I hope you're still enjoying it. I'm still loving doing it, and the cage fighting was the best day of my life, so I can't complain. I miss Charlie, but that was good fun.